Hi students, today we are going to see an interesting topic, market and its classification. So the word market is a very familiar term for all of us, correct? So we will see the meaning and definition for it. The word market is derived from the Latin word marketus, which means trade, commerce, merchandise, a place where businesses transaction. So what does it mean? Market is a place where all type of business has been transacted. So we can also say it is a common usage place where the goods are bought and sold, where we can purchase as well as sell. Correct? In other words, the place where the both buyers, the persons who want to buy the goods, and also the sellers. Yes, the sellers, who are the sellers? Those who want to sell their products. The place where both these people meet, we can call it as market. Okay, so definition given by Pyle. Market includes both place and region in which buyers and sellers are in free competition with one another. So what does it mean? So where the buyers and sellers can meet at one place and can bargain and exchange the goods between them. So that is the definition given by Pyle. So now we will see the classification. See, we have so many types on the basis of area, goods, economics, transaction, regulation, time, volume and importance. So we have so many types of classification here. We'll see one by one now. So on the basis of area, we have four types. First one, we have family. So what does it mean? When the goods are exchanged within a family, within your family members or your close members of the family, we call it as family market. Okay, next, local. So what is local? So when the goods are transacted between your local area, town or village. For example, we can say all perishable goods like fruits, fish, vegetables, etc. that is marketed within your local area. Okay, so those type of market we call it as local market. Next we have national market. So what does it mean? Within a country we can say. When the transaction of goods take place within a country through mode of transportation. Okay, so or through online within India. For example, within a nation, when it is happening, we call it as national market. Next, we have the world market. The word itself means world market. What does it mean? It is an international market. Correct. So, different countries, buyers and sellers will be involved in this. So, that is beyond the borders of a nation, we can say. So that is world market or international market. Clear? So on the basis of goods, we have two types. One is commodity market. So what is a commodity market? Commodity market, we can say, is a place where produced goods or consumption goods are bought and sold. When the goods are already produced or consumption goods are bought and sold, we call it as commodity market. Okay, so under that we have first one, produce, exchange market. So what does it mean? See, where the commodities or agricultural produce are bought and sold on wholesale basis. Okay, so that type of market we call it as produce market. Okay, next we have manufacture market. So for that we can have all type of manufactured goods or machineries. Okay, for example, we can say leather. Okay, so those type of products will be available in manufactured market. Next we have bullion market. So what does it mean? So this type of market deals with the purchase or sale of gold and silver, we can say. Okay, so only the purchase or sale will be based only on gold or silver. So that type of market we call it as bullion market. So next we have under capital. So this is very familiar. We already saw what is capital market, right? So capital market, we have first one, money market. What is money market? So money market deals with all short term finance, that is less than 1 year. Correct. Next we have foreign market. So what is foreign market? It is an international market which helps the importers and exporters in exchange and foreign currencies, vice versa. We can say that is foreign market. Next we have stock market. What is stock market? We already saw, right? Where the purchase and sales of shares and debentures. So what will be dealt here? The purchase and sales will be related only to shares, debentures or bonds. So stock market can also be called as what market? Securities market. For example, in India we have Mumbai, Bombay Stock Exchange. Correct? So that is stock market. Now we will see on the basis of economics. First one, perfect market. So what is perfect? The market is said to be perfect when more number of buyers and sellers are involved, and also the price should be uniform. There cannot be mismatch in the price. The price should be uniform. Okay, and also when the goods has to be moved from one place to another, it has to happen without any restrictions. Okay, so that type of market we call it as perfect. On the contrary, we have imperfect market. The word itself means it's a imperfect market. Correct. So here the prices will not be uniform. Also the products will not be identical. Okay, and also there will be lot of miscommunications here. So those type of market we call it as imperfect market. Next we have on the basis of transaction, spot market and future market. So what is spot market? So when the goods are exchanged immediately. Okay, so the transaction of the goods will take place immediately. Okay, that is spot market. Future, so you will get into a contract that this I will buy this product, I will buy this goods in future. So you are just making a contract here. You are not buying the things immediately. Just an agreement will be done here. That is future market. Clear? Next we have on the basis of regulation. First one, regulated market. So regulated market, we can say it is a organized, controlled and regulated by all types of rules, we can say, by statutory measures. Okay, so for example, we can say Stock Exchange of Mumbai, Chennai or Kolkata. So here the exchange will be in an organized manner. You cannot manipulate here. Okay, so everything will be monitored by the stock exchange, by SEBI. Clear? Next we have unregulated. So what does it mean? It is a free market where there is no control. So anybody can come and sell the goods and make the purchase. So here you cannot expect a organized or controlled manner. Okay, so here there will not be any regularized way of price or demand or supply, we can say. Next we have on the basis of time. First one, very short period market. So what does it mean, very short period? So which deals with all perishable goods. What is perishable goods? So it will stay only for 1 or 2 days. So after that the goods will be spoiled. For example, fruits, milk, curd, all these are very short period market. Okay, next we have short period market. So what does it mean? So in certain goods, supply is adjusted to meet the demand. Okay, so only for certain period, when a sudden demand arises, So for that short period market will be available. Next we have long period. So all types of durable goods which can stay for a longer period. So those type of usage we can call it as long period market. On the other hand, we have volume. So it is on the basis of volume. We have two types. One is wholesale and the other one is retail. Wholesale means what? All the quantity, all the goods will be bought in bulk. Correct. And the goods will not be sold directly to the customers. Here a middleman will be involved, who is a retailer. Correct. So who is a retailer? He will purchase the goods from the wholesaler and then sell it to the customer. That is retail market. On the basis of importance, we have first one, primary market. So what is a primary market? When the goods are sold for the first time. Yes. So those type of market we call it as primary. When the produced goods are sold for the first time. Okay. Secondary market. So in this market, yes, so the commodities are from other markets, so we can say. Commonly that is used between the wholesalers and the retailers. Okay. So here the middlemans will be involved in the secondary market. Clear? Next, last we have terminal market. So what does it mean? It is a central site, we can say, that assembly and trading place for commodities in a metropolitan city. Okay, so what does it mean? For agricultural commodities, yes, you need a major transportation hub so that it can be made available to all the areas, to all the metropolitan areas. So for this, they require a major transportation hub. That type of market we call it as terminal market. Clear? So we have come to the end of the presentation. If you have any further clarification, you can contact me. Thank you.